Ever wonder what forgotten treasures might be lurking behind a dusty storage unit door? From rooms filled with cold hard cash to a piece of Hollywood history, get ready to be amazed. This video dives into 15 of the luckiest storage unit finds ever. Stories that'll have you itching to hit the next auction and see what hidden gems await. Let's begin. Number 15. Action Comics Number 1. Imagine clearing out a forgotten storage unit and stumbling upon a gold mine. That's exactly what happened to someone in the San Fernando Valley this year. This lucky individual found a copy of Action Comics Number 1, a comic book that just sold at auction for a whopping $6 million, making it the most valuable comic ever. Released in 1938 for a mere 10 cents, Action Comics Number 1 wasn't just any comic book. It marked the debut of Superman, the world's first true superhero. This iconic issue launched a genre that continues to dominate pop culture today, with movies, TV shows, and video games featuring these caped crusaders. Finding a copy of Action Comics Number 1 is like striking gold. Out of the 200,000 originally printed, only an estimated 100 are believed to still exist. Time, wear and tear, and of course the rising value of these comics have made them incredibly rare collector's items. This lucky storage unit find is a reminder that treasures can be hiding in the most unexpected places. Who knows, maybe you have a dusty box in your attic holding a hidden gem. Number 14. Beach Boys Memorabilia. Beach Boys fans, buckle up. A music history jackpot has been discovered in the most unexpected place, a Miami storage locker. This incredible collection of memorabilia is not just big, it's the biggest and most valuable ever found. Imagine unlocking a door and finding a treasure chest overflowing with Beach Boys history. That's exactly what happened when experts from the Fame Bureau auction house opened a dusty storage unit at the Fortress facility in Miami. This incredible collection holds a goldmine for any Beach Boys fanatic. The archive boasts handwritten sheet music, original lyrics in Brian Wilson's own hand, and even the very first Beach Boys records, over 150 songs in total. From classic hits like California Girls and Surfin' Safari to the iconic Good Vibrations and the lesser-known Sloop John B., these are the building blocks of the Beach Boys' incredible career. But wait, there's more. The collection also includes unreleased gems like Marilyn, a song penned by Brian Wilson about his first wife. This never-before-seen track offers a unique glimpse into the band's creative process. Adding to the historical significance are personal photos, never released to the public, that capture the band's early days and behind-the-scenes moments. And for the ultimate bragging rights, the collection even includes the brand's very first royalty check, a cool $990. This discovery is a dream come true for Beach Boys fans and music historians alike. Number 13. Elvis Presley Newspapers. Scoring a jackpot at a storage unit auction is a dream for many. For Dave, on a 2010 episode of Storage Wars, that dream became reality, and not with your typical finds. Dave wasn't looking for furniture or forgotten boxes. In a small California town, his sights were set on hidden treasures, hoping for a lucky break. Dave took a gamble on an unassuming storage unit, grabbing it for just $750. He had no idea he'd unearthed a goldmine for Elvis Presley fans. Crammed inside were thousands of newspapers, all sharing the same date, August 17, 1977. That date held a heartbreaking truth. It was the day after Elvis Presley's death. Believing there were around 3,000 newspapers all reporting on the King's passing, Dave sought an expert's opinion. Joseph Coretta, a specialist in Elvis memorabilia, revealed an even bigger twist. There weren't just 3,000 papers, but a whopping 6,000. Not only that, they weren't all the same publication. There were two different newspapers represented. Just like that, Dave found himself holding a massive collection of historic Elvis memorabilia. Each paper became a piece of history, capturing the world's shock and grief following Elvis's sudden passing. Number 12. Video Game Treasure. The thrill of the hunt is a cornerstone of shows like Storage Wars, where bidders gamble on neglected storage lockers. In the first episode of Season 10, bidder Renee Nizoda experienced a dream come true, a treasure trove of video games. For a mere $1,500, he unlocked a storage locker overflowing with a collector's dream haul. The sheer volume of video games was staggering, meticulously collected and filling the entire locker. It was clear this wasn't just someone getting rid of old games, this was a dedicated collector with a discerning eye. Sifting through the mountain of dusty cartridges was a marathon, but it quickly became evident that this wasn't just a random assortment. There wasn't a single duplicate in the mix. From rare finds for the Sega Genesis to a mint-condition copy of Bubble Bobble Part 2 for the NES, the collection boasted an impressive range of vintage gaming gems. The meticulous sorting process revealed the true value of the haul, a staggering $50,000. Gaming news outlet Kotaku even weighed in, breaking down some of the specific treasures found in this incredible storage unit score. For Renee, this wasn't just a win, it was a gamer's wildest dream come true. Number 11. Van Gogh Painting. Finding hidden treasures is the dream for many, and in 2008, a woman named Doretta Peppa got a lucky break while cleaning out her dad's old stuff. Tucked away in storage boxes, she found a small brown sketchbook filled with drawings. But these weren't just any sketches. Peppa thought they might be the famous artist Vincent van Gogh. The story goes that Peppa's dad, a Greek resistance fighter during World War II, found the sketchbook on a Nazi train. He kept it safe for years, and now it was in Peppa's hands. The idea of a lost Van Gogh was exciting. A Greek art expert even said the drawings looked like they were really done by the artist. Some pictures showed faces that looked just like people in Van Gogh's famous paintings. If the sketchbook was real, it could be worth millions of dollars. There was even a photo that might be Van Gogh himself hidden within the drawings. However, other experts from around the world needed to take a closer look to be sure. This potential lost Van Gogh discovery showed how amazing things can be found in the most surprising places. Number 10. Hefty Cash. Just like on shows like Storage Wars, people rummaging through abandoned storage lockers can sometimes stumble upon incredible finds. But one lucky buyer took the cake, turning a $480 gamble into a life-changing discovery. This story involves Dan Dotson, an auctioneer on Storage Wars, who unknowingly sold a seemingly ordinary storage unit that held a secret treasure. The buyer, a woman whose husband purchased the unit, soon realized its true value. After hiring experts to crack open a hidden safe inside, they discovered a staggering $7.5 million in cash. However, their dreams of newfound wealth were short-lived. Mysteriously, a lawyer representing the previous owners contacted them. Faced with the threat of legal action, the couple made a deal. They were offered $1.2 million, which they eventually accepted, leaving them with a hefty profit of $6.3 million. This story raises an interesting question. Would you keep the money or return it? While the legalities are clear, the moral dilemma remains. Regardless, there's no denying this is a story of incredible luck. Even with the hefty chunk returned, a profit of over $1 million from a $480 investment is a pretty amazing return. Number 9. Lost Paintings of Frank Gutierrez. While not the biggest windfall in Storage Wars history, Daryl Sheet's Season 3 finale discovery remains a remarkable stroke of luck. For a cool $3,600, Sheets took a chance on a unit overflowing with paintings. Little did he know, he'd stumbled upon a collection by Frank Gutierrez, a respected Mexican impressionist and a significant figure in Chicano art history. This gamble turned out to be a masterpiece in itself. The total value of the paintings within the unit was estimated to be over $300,000. Sheet's investment multiplied by 100-fold. Interestingly, after the artwork was appraised, Sheets reportedly managed to track down Gutierrez himself. While he didn't return any of the valuable paintings, he did choose to return some personal items that belonged to the artist. This act of goodwill adds another layer to this incredible story. Number 8. World War II envelopes. In 2017, seasoned storage unit buyer Joe Alozzi encountered a seemingly unremarkable locker, but as the metal door rolled up, a hidden chapter of history began to unfold. Inside, instead of furniture or boxes, sat a collection of plastic bins. Alozzi, a Marine Corps veteran himself, couldn't have anticipated the emotional journey that awaited him. Lifting the first lid, he was met with a sea of envelopes. Each one, upon closer inspection, held a handwritten letter, penned on thin wartime paper. These weren't just any letters, they were a window into World War II, written by members of the Ide family from Rockford, Illinois. Hundreds of letters, spanning 4 years of war and beyond, documented the experiences of 3 Ide brothers. One served in the Marines, another in the Army, and the third in the Army Air Forces. The letters detailed the grim realities of combat, interspersed with war memories of home and light-hearted exchanges about movies and baseball. However, it's important to note that the letters also contained racist and offensive language, reflecting the societal norms of the time. Back home, Alozzi, deeply moved by the discovery, shared the letters with his family. Together, they read aloud, piecing together the Ide brothers' stories. Questions swirled in their minds. How did such a personal collection end up here? Did the brothers have descendants? Who would want to hear these voices from the past? Number 7. Movie props. In 1989, a Long Island contractor took a gamble on a mystery storage unit, paying a mere $100. Cracking open the door with his brother, they were greeted by a strange sight: a giant, bulky object covered in dust sheets. Little did they know, they just snagged a piece of movie magic. Upon closer inspection, the mysterious lump revealed itself to be none other than the iconic Lotus Esprit submarine from the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. Ironically, neither the contractor nor his brother had seen the movie and didn't recognize their incredible find. It was only through a helpful neighbor that they finally watched the film and connected the dots. However, the true value of their discovery remained a mystery. It wasn't until the Ian Fleming Foundation, dedicated to the legacy of James Bond author Ian Fleming, tracked down the car that its worth became clear: a staggering $1 million. This chance encounter in a dusty storage unit turned an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. The contractor's gamble paid off in a big way, securing him a place in movie memorabilia history. Number 6. Sneaker collection. For Vincent Broadway, a self-proclaimed reseller looking for cool finds on TikTok, a storage unit auction turned into a sneakerhead's dream come true. He paid $1,880 for the unit, initially drawn in by the presence of a gun safe. However, the real treasure wasn't firearms but footwear. Inside the unit, Broadway discovered a gold mine of rare Michigan Wolverine sneakers and cleats. These weren't your average gym shoes, they were player-exclusive, limited edition Nikes, estimated to be worth a staggering $20,000. Broadway documented his finds on TikTok, revealing box after box of coveted sneakers, including a pair of Michigan Jordan 1 lows rumored to fetch thousands on the resale market. The plot thickened when Broadway stumbled upon a surprising bonus: a notebook containing what appeared to be weightlifting information from the Michigan team. Further fueling the excitement, a receipt for a jaw-dropping $12,000 pair of solid gold Cartier sunglasses was also found. But the windfall didn't stop there. The unit yielded a treasure trove of other goodies, including unopened video games, several boxes of valuable Mega Bloks Halo Legos, and a luxurious Louis Vuitton toiletry bag. This serendipitous storage unit purchase turned into a massive win for Vincent Broadway, solidifying his place among sneaker collecting royalty. Number 5. Little Pony collection. Just like the thrill of finding hidden treasure, the world of My Little Pony collectibles has captured the hearts of many. This passion for the colorful ponies goes beyond childhood nostalgia, with dedicated collectors seeking rare finds and building impressive collections. The popularity of My Little Pony collectibles can be linked to the show's enduring legacy. Different generations have grown up with these vibrant characters, fostering a lifelong connection. One story perfectly exemplifies this. A young couple, Brandy Pisante and Jared Schultz, took a chance on a seemingly ordinary storage locker auction. What they discovered was far from ordinary, a treasure trove of My Little Pony collectibles. This incredible find, initially purchased for just $50, was later valued at a staggering $1,000. So the next time you're at a flea market, garage sale, or even an auction, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what magical My Little Pony treasure you might uncover. Number 4. Skeleton. Dave, a seasoned storage locker hunter on the show Storage Wars, stumbled upon a find unlike any other in episode 18. Nestled inside a seemingly ordinary wicker basket was an instrument case. But upon opening it, Dave wasn't greeted with musical instruments. Instead, a human skeleton lay scattered within. Needless to say, this was the strangest discovery of his storage locker hunting career. Understandably creeped out, Dave quickly packed the bones back up and sought the help of an expert. Examining the remains, the expert noted two peculiar things. First, the bones were surprisingly clean. A second, nylon thread was carefully threaded through them, suggesting a deliberate arrangement. These clues pointed towards a medical skeleton, not some gruesome leftover from a crime scene. The expert's assessment transformed Dave's creepy encounter into a potentially lucrative one. The skull alone was valued at $700, with a single hand fetching $300. In total, the complete medical skeleton could be sold for around $1,600, a tidy profit for a single locker. However, the episode sparked controversy among viewers. Some fans felt it was staged by the network for dramatic effect. After all, most states require human remains to be reported to the police. Number 3. Jewelry collection. Ivy wasn't expecting much when he snagged a storage unit in Moreno Valley. But what he found turned out to be a goldmine of slow and steady profits. The unit held a collection of everyday items that, with a sharp eye and some elbow grease, could be flipped for a nice profit. There were small wins: phone cases for $25, grilling tools for $40, and even some cool Buddha gongs for $10 each. These weren't life-changing finds, but they added up with time. Every now and then something special showed up. A vintage sewing machine in a case, scored for $50. A set of high-quality pots and pans, easy, $100. But the real prize of the locker was a box full of jewelry. Now, Ivy knew his stuff. Years of experience had trained his eye. As he pulled out the pieces, a grin spread across his face. This wasn't just costume jewelry, it was real gold. Soft and slightly bent, the clasps told the story. People who work with real gold don't skimp on clasps. This single box could easily be worth over $1,000. It was the kind of find that made all the phone cases and pots seem like a breeze. Number 2. Vending machines. In Season 2 of Storage Wars, things got interesting when a bidder named Dave Hester spotted a unit filled with old stuff, including some vending machines. At first, these machines might not have seemed like a big deal. They were probably used and maybe even a little broken. But Dave, a guy who knows a good find when he sees one, thought there could be value hidden inside. Maybe they could be fixed up, or maybe some of the parts could be sold to people who tinker with machines. The show doesn't tell us exactly what happened to Dave's vending machines, but another bidder named Barry Weiss had a similar surprise in his winning locker. Barry, who thought he'd scored a bunch of old weapons, also found a bunch of vending machines. And guess what? These machines turned out to be worth a cool $27,000. This story shows that storage units can hold all sorts of unexpected things, not just old furniture and clothes. Even vending machines, which seem pretty ordinary, can be worth a lot of money. Number 1. Gold coins. Who would have thought a storage locker could hold real pirate treasure? In 2011, on the show Storage Wars, 2 lockers were auctioned off for a seemingly ordinary price of $2,000. The lucky buyer, who remains anonymous, went from everyday bidder to instant treasure hunter when they opened their prize. Imagine the surprise. Inside one of the lockers was a heavy box. Anticipation must have built as they opened it, revealing a sight straight out of a pirate movie: a fortune in gold coins. These weren't just any coins, they were pieces of 8 and doubloons, gold treasures with a history stretching back over 200 years. This incredible discovery quickly became the second biggest find in Storage Wars history. Experts determined the value of the pirate booty to be a staggering $500,000. The story proves that storage lockers can be more than just dumping grounds for old furniture. They can hold forgotten dreams, hidden collections, and even, for one lucky bidder, a piece of pirate history worth $500,000. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our next one. Don't forget to subscribe to Millionaire Post for more content like this.